Have you heard someone say things like, there is nothing the law can do to me, or is a family matter, we'll settle it at home? She's my daughter, he's my son, is a family affairs, is a private matter. Why are you involving yourself in it? I can beat my child the way I want to beat the child. I can punish my wife. Yes, there are people that punish that also do what I want to do. And nobody can do anything to me because it's my family matter, it's a private affair. Welcome to another episode of Your Right series where we explain what the VAPP Act means. And on today's episode, we're going to be talking about the VAPP Act, what it entails, the scope, why was it enacted, and all of that. So the truth is, many forms of violence are not just private matters; they are offences that are recognized by law. And one of the laws that addresses this is the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act 2015, commonly known as the VAPP Act. So subsequently, we hear me saying the VAPP Act, the VAPP Act. So, and this is what the VAPP Act is. So, but what exactly it is, and that is what we are going to talk about today. What exactly is this VAPP Act? The VAPP Act 2015 was enacted to prevent violence, protect victims and survivors, and to ensure that offenders are held accountable. And you'll be hearing some terms which in our subsequent videos will explain what these terms are: victims, survivors, offenders, and so many other things, so many other terms that we might be using. And the one of the purpose is not only to punish those who commit acts of violence, but also to protect the dignity, safety, and rights of every person. And that because the act recognizes that violence can take so many forms and not just physical. Most times when we hear violence, he violated me. So when he violated me, so the next will be like, it's physical. No. So you'll be asking that we have so many other laws in Nigeria. Why another law? Why enacting the VAPP Act? So before this law was enacted, many forms of abuse were either not specifically addressed under the federal law or were difficult to prosecute. So the VAPP Act came into existence to introduce and to fill those gaps by recognizing different forms of violence and providing legal remedies for survivors. It also emphasizes about protecting victims and not just prosecuting offenders. So in other laws, you are looking at how victims, how offenders are being prosecuted, but the VAPP Act also emphasizes on the protection of victims. And the VAPP Act addresses several forms of violence, including the physical violence, sexual violence, emotional and psychological abuse. So you can be abused emotionally and psychologically. And we also have economical abuse. Yes, then we have economical abuse. We'll be talking about most of these things in our next video. And also we have harmful traditional practices, stalking, yes, intimidation, abandonment. Is he a father abandoning his family and all of that? One important thing to know is that the VAPP Act protects persons. So as long as you're a person, this act protects you. Every person. But most times when people hear the VAPP Act, GBV, is women's issue, is for women. No, it's not limited to women alone. Men, women, boys, girls, anybody, as long as you're a person, you can be protected under this law. Although women and girls are often affected by many forms of gender-based violence, but the law is all about protecting the dignity and safety of everyone. Why should you care? You don't have to be a lawyer to understand your rights. Yes, you don't have to be a lawyer. You just recognize that something is wrong and where you can seek help because knowledge is power. Ignorance of the law is not an excuse. It also enables you to help someone who may be suffering in silence. So it might not just be you, it might be someone, your neighbor, your family, your friend, anybody that are going through one abuse or the other. You knowing this will also help you to help someone. The VAPP Act is more than just a legislation. It is a reminder that every person deserves to live free from violence, abuse, fear, and intimidation. I'm Priscilla Ahmed Telwin, and this is Rebirth, where knowledge empowers, courage transforms, and every voice matters. Stay informed, stay empowered, and remember, your rights matter.